Welcome back, James again, Carolina Forge. Glad to have you here this evening. Been noticing a lot of interest in my hammers and stuff like that. A lot of interest in the tools that I use to make my hammers. Some of the Facebook pages I'm affiliated with, one being Forging It Forward, a lot of new blacksmiths there are asking easy ways to make tools and stuff like that if they can't find, if they can't source steel stock like 4140 or 1045 or S7 for some punches. They can't find steel from their suppliers, but they want to make the tools so they can give making a hammer a try. So tonight I figured I'd do a video on an easy way to make one of your top fullers. Right here, struck top fuller with a handle. Take an old ball peen hammer head. You got laying around. If you got your hands on one, go to the thrift store, pick one up for dirt cheap. Something, you know. That's all it'll take. It's already got the hole punched in it. It's got both key elements you're going to need. You're going to have a struck end. You're going to have a big mass on this end that you can turn into the tool you want. So I advise you, if you want to give it a shot, an easy way to get started is to get a ball peen hammer that you don't use. And tonight I'm going to demonstrate one way to make a top fullering tool with the ball peen hammer. If you don't know the top fullering tool, my top fullering tool that I make, let me see where it's at. It's not out here. I've got it somewhere else right now, but you've seen me use it. It kind of looks like a small straight peen, but it's got a striking end up here that you hit with the hammer, and it's heat treated specifically for that. It's the only treatment that's on that is the tool. This end right here that contacts the hot steel. This end up here is normalized and it's not hardened or anything. You don't want to strike a hardened tool with a hardened hammer. So we're gonna get this thing in the fire, get heated up, and I'm gonna demonstrate a way to make a top fuller tool out of a ball peen hammer. I'm gonna start with kind of flatten this out on both sides on this side. Unless you have the perfect tones, it's like trying to hold on to a ball. It's tough. I'm going to say that. But we're going to fix that here in just a second. It won't be ball shaped much longer. Okay? But alright. Pretty good steel. It's probably something like 4140 here. It's tough to move by hand. It's a good indication of a high impact tool steel like 4140 or S7. Work this down. Very tough to keep it from bouncing. It wants to just like a ball joint. It doesn't hold still. They do make tongs for holding the ball, but I don't have any. There's this talk on reusing things, repurposing things. A lot of things in my life are repurposed. Everything I use is repurposed almost, except for my tools. Other than my hammers and hand tools and things like that I can make, I purchase my tools. But you know, I built this smithy here out of scrap. You know, I could have went and bought new, but I had all this stuff that I tore out of people's houses that, you know, carry on their deck or something like that. Plenty of good lumber left on it. Instead of paying to throw it away, I take it and reuse it, man. Be thrifty. Same goes for blacksmithing, man. Be thrifty. When you see a piece of steel, if you're into this, you're going to see something other than that piece of steel now. You're going to, like I said, the ball peen hammer, you're going to start seeing top tools. Holes already punched in. You know, all kinds of different things. Horseshoes are going to become candle holders. Angle iron is no longer angle iron. That's like the basis of life as a blacksmith, you know, make your jigs, whatever, all kinds of stuff. Be thrifty. look around at stuff and try to see it for something other than what it is. You know, turn it into something, and you'll be fine. You know, you won't spend a ton of money. You really won't. Okay, you see we're starting to get that fish mouth there. Instead of correcting it now, that's how we're going to fix this up here to where it's a good striking in. We're going to get it both hot and try and upset that back down. Now, mind you, we might upset that eye a little bit, but we can drift that eye back open, you know. So you just do what you got to do, and you can readjust this. We want to get this end hot, adjust this end since this one's hot. We can flip it back and forth to keep some of the heat out of there to minimize the deformation of that eye as much as possible. But in the end, as long as we get it upset back in, we can drift it back out and all is well. We didn't do anything wrong. So let me get this other end hot now. This one's red. It's going to be enough to move it. Just flatten it out a little bit up here while upsetting that back in. What we want. Alright, we upset that back, got us some meat on it. Let's try and go. Upset some of that side back a little bit, get it even, yeah. Now we're looking good. Good way to hold it now too, huh? How about that? Good and hot this time. Set this down nice and flat to give us a broad striking in. Alright, nice and flat. Which way it's off. Alright, it needs to. Oh yeah. Alright. Up here and kind of knock these corners in a little bit. Whoops. Like I said, be quick, folks. Dexterity is key. I can just as easily grind this to shape now. You know me. I don't like grinding. I'm going to show you another technique. We're going to hot brass it. Get this thing hot and throw it up there. For this, wear 2 gloves. Slip of the hand. It'll burn the piss out of you. 2 gloves. All you need is an old farrier's wrench, something like that. Good coarse file. Heavy file. Get it hot. Vice. And it'll remove steel like you wouldn't believe. So this finer side and see the sparks coming off of there. That's metal. that smoke, and that's my finger hitting it. If that wouldn't have been a glove, I'd have burnt the crap out of it. Right there. See how it moves much easier when it's red. You can really make up some ground. So you know, I'm still filing. I'm not cheating. Cleaned up with the file. Yeah, she gets that shiny with the file, guys. Alright. She's all done, folks. As far as forging it, that's all you really need to do to it to make a nice little top fuller and a old ball peen hammer you gotta lay around. Now, I'm gonna normalize it since I've been beating on it. You need to let all the steel grains relax, all that loosen back up and get back to its normalized state. That's why they call it normalizing. And then I'm gonna heat treat this bad boy. As I said, I'm just gonna quench this end right here. Not even the whole thing, just the end. That way we can do what's called a draw temper, where we get the whole thing hot. We just dunk this end in here like I do my tomahawks, and let that heat bleed back through it and temper this tip. And this is just gonna stay nice and normalized. And you know, we'll dress that up with mushrooms or whatever, but you don't want to harden the struck end of this thing because you're hitting it with a hardened hammer. You don't want to break it. Send it into your leg and your gut and your eye. That's a good thing. Don't harden this back end. Don't harden this. So we're going to go through a thermocycle, heat treat it, and, or not heat treat it, but normalize it real good, and then we'll be back for the quench. So I'm going to try it in oil first, because with these hammers, they are mysteries. If you can get it to harden with oil, then by all means, do it with oil. If you can't, try water. If water don't work, then you've got a really crappy hammer, and it's probably case hardened and made of mild steel. See the sparks, man? That's why I missed this brush. This thing takes off skill. You didn't even know it was there. Cleans it all up, man. This is awesome. Okay. Kind of gives it a forged shine. I like it. I missed my brush. I left it at a meeting about a month ago, and I haven't had one. And boy, them cheap ones you get from the damn Harbor Freight, they suck. They wear out and they melt, and you can't do shit with them. That thing, Butcher Blocks brush, I guarantee you're gonna be pleased with it. It's less than $20 on Amazon. It'll be at your house in less than 2 days. I ordered this thing 2 days ago. I got here at noon today, so free shipping. It's awesome. All right, we're going in the oil first. So got our oil here. She's almost up to temp. We're gonna see how that goes. If it goes well, we can get a file skate on it. We're gonna continue with the draw temper. If not, we're gonna go in water. Okay. All right, here we go. We was doing the first half inch or so of this thing. Check it with a file. Okay, we got the skate that time. It's hard. We're gonna clean this up real quick, just to reach that color. All right, we're getting some gold in there. There we go. And that, folks, is pretty much how you do a draw temper. You get the end of it hard, check it real quick, make sure the file escapes. You see that line right there. See the difference? Once you know it's hard, clean it down to some good metal with a grinding disc or something so you can watch the heat from back here run up. And once you get that golden brown, you see that gold brown look here? Look at that. See? That means she's tempered back to where you want. And we're good to go. This bad boy should be ready to clean up, halved up, and put to use. Let's do that. Clean it up and half it up. And cool it off. The rest of the way. Take it in there. We're just going to hit it with the wire wheel real quick. No sanding needed because we did the hot filing on that bad boy. And we're going to see what she looks like. Clean it up with the wire wheel. I'll give you a little wider angle shot on the shop now. It's got cleaned out and set up and ready to go to town so we can start filling some orders quick, fast, and in a hurry. Yeah, we're going to check this up. Oh, I got a new vise. Nice Olympia Tools vise. Big old heavy duty bad boy. Broke that other piece of crap one. Yeah, I finally wore it out. We're just going to start with this end. Clean it up with the wire wheel. I suggest wearing some goggles with the wire wheel because it flings these brushes pretty good. Okay? They are dangerous. Like that one? I think it's just cutting it. Damn thing. Not sure. No, I didn't cut it. Stung though. Felt like a bee sting. Shine her up. That wire wheel, just clean her up. We're going to put it to use. It's a tool. It don't have to be beautiful for me. You guys, I'll make her pretty. For me, it's all about function. Now, there you go. She's halved it up. She's ready to go to work. I'm going to do my handle like I always do. I'm going to clean them up, burn it. That seals it up good. Hides the dirt. And lets me oil it well, so let's clean this bad boy up and burn it real quick. There we have it. Top tool. Top fuller's kind of like making a ball peen tomahawk. Except you don't go far enough drawing that out. You just leave it like that and make a nice fat fuller here. It's a little wider than normal, but for my fullers. But I had a request for a hammer with in my style. But if I could maybe try and do the fullers a little wider, see if it looked what it looked like. They've already purchased the hammer, so you know they like my hammers, and I told them I'd give that a shot for them, see if I could take care of that, and that's what I'm going to do. No problem. Nice fat fuller right there. They don't want them as deep, so we're going to go shallower but wider. See what we come up with. And it's going to look awesome. So yeah, clean that handle up, seal it up with oil, let it soak that in, and she'll last you for a while. Still good and hardened up here, but not so much that it's going to break. Perfect striking in right there on the ball end. There you go, folks. Repurposing tools that no longer have use to you, or are just laying around, or don't have a handle, something like that. And you can make all kinds of stuff out of it. And, as soon as you get out in your shop, give it a shot, see what you come up with, and you never know, you might surprise yourself, folks. So, again, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the button down below. Subscribe if you haven't, for sure. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I got the 500 subscriber giveaway coming up really soon, so you want to be here for that, because well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm giving you. You're going to have to go on my channel and watch the video, make you do some research. There you go check it out. Thanks again for all the support, guys, and like we say at Carolina Forge, we're gonna see you on the next one.